Well, last night, the city of Superior passed a new zoning ordinance that will help limit access to vaping devices. Northern News Now's Michaela Wrench spoke with city officials and health experts about the issue.
What I've seen in my 4 years are classrooms and bathrooms being constantly filled with vaping and weed products. During our passing times, students often feel unsafe or peer pressured when they use bathrooms.
Bethany Rowe just graduated from Superior High School. She spoke to Superior City Council Tuesday about how upsetting it is to see younger generations already dealing with addiction issues. As a result of that meeting, there will be no more licenses issued for vape distributors in Superior, and current stores will be grandfathered in.
Let's say there are 5 stores right now, and if one goes out of business, then there's 4 there, and one can't come in.
Also in attendance at the council meeting was Pat McCone, the advocacy director for the American Lung Association. She attended to help spread awareness about the health issues vaping can cause on younger generations.
We know that vape products have flavoring, have other chemicals in them, some of which are linked to cancer.
She says easy access and flavoring are what appeal to youth. She constantly hears kids say that vaping helps them relax.
And the truth is, it helps them with that feeling of relaxation because they're addicted and they're in withdrawal, in and out of withdrawal all day long.
She says hearing those younger students speak to council gave her hope. Mayor Jim Payne agrees.
The actions we took last night, the actions we're going to take in the next couple of weeks, will not 100% solve the problem. It's not meant to, but we have to stop it from getting worse, and we have to do everything we can to try and minimize it in any way that we can.
In Superior, Michaela Wrench, Northern News Now.
And beginning on January 1st, 2025, vape stores grandfathered into the ordinance will only be allowed to have one sign hanging up outside their building.